Colonel Cloma, so you are married to the descendant of Mr. Thomas Cloma?
Yes, sir.
Senator Lacson made reference to his being the one who discovered the what? Calayan Island Group or
Calayan
the
Island Group.
Spratlys? Was that supported by reliable accounts, Colonel?
Sir, before I will speak, sir, I'd just like to make a disclaimer that my statement will not reflect of my organization. So this will be my personal account, sir, and based on the um, stories I had from my husband, and I did a little research about it, sir. So
I'm not referring, Colonel, to the stories. I'm talking about historical accounts if they are very viable that the great ancestor of your husband was the one who discovered the Calayan Island Group. Is this
um,
supported by historical facts?
I have seen and read some references about it, sir. Um,
Did you know, Madam, that or Colonel, that when Mr. Thomas Cloma made a Freedom Declaration in 1956, several countries objected because, well, several countries like United Kingdom, the United States of America, China did also, Japan, Australia, and the Philippines. Did you know that?
Based on my reading, sir, I only read countries like Vietnam, China, and France.
Yes. Did you
And
know that these countries objected to his declaration?
yes, sir.
And there is a common ground, Colonel, why they objected. Do you know what the ground is?
May you please enlighten me, sir, on that?
Yes, because according to the objectors, Kalayaan Island Group at that time is no longer treated as terra nullius, which means that
Nobody's silent, sir.
it is not unoccupied and it was not undiscovered. Kaya po, Colonel, pati ang ating bansa vigorously objected. And that is why it is not correct to assume that he dis he discovered it because several other discoverers prior to his time. Do you know that in 1837 the United Kingdom already made a notification claim? Did you know that, madam? And in 1933, the Japanese or Japan also made the same notice of claim. 1933. Prior to the declaration of Mr. Thomas Cloma in 1956, Japan already made a notice of claim. Meaning, marami na po talaga ang nakakita, nakadiscover ng Calayan Island Group. So, hindi po siya pwedeng mag-donate dahil inobjekan po ng ating bansa mismo. Do you know the representative of the Philippine government at the time when the objection was made? Alam po ninyo? He was then the Secretary of Foreign Affairs who became president of this country. So hindi po talaga pwede na siya yung nag-discover, madam, on those grounds. And it is not correct that earlier it was reflected in the minutes of this commission, that President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. formalized it in Presidential Decree 1596. There is no record attesting to that. And there is no record also, Mr. Chair, that his donation was formalized by the arbitral ruling. That is not on record, Colonel, Mr. Chair. Just for the record. Thank you very much.
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Honorable Lacson is
Colonel
recognized.
Cloma, what is the difference between discovery and occupation? Is there a difference? You may discover an island, but if you don't occupy it, then you don't occupy it. So can you tell us the basic difference between discovery per se
Yes.
and discovery and occupation?
So based on my apprehension, sir. So once you discover something, sir, you just learn about it, and then you can just pass by, sir. Yes, sir. That's the term. And once you occupying is a different thing, sir, because you spend a lot of a time, as a certain period of time in that certain area. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Lacson. Any more queries from the members? Eh, We may now excuse Colonel Cloma, Jacqueline Cloma.
I will, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Colonel. Any more queries from the members? If we have no more, Honorable Risa Ontiveros.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also, before my next question, also just for the record, since we are making things of record, the 2016 arbitral ruling, Philippines versus China, concluded that China's nine-dash line has no legal basis for claiming historic rights to resources within Philippine waters, including areas of the Kalayaan Island Group. The tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, clarifying that China's claims violate UNCLOS. For the record, also, Mr. Chair. And for my next question, Mr. Chair, for Colonel Arsen de Guzman.
Colonel, please take the seat, sir.
Magandang umaga po, Colonel.
Good morning po, ma'am.
Sir, parehong tanong lang tulad nung kina Generals Manalo at Gigantone. Gusto niyo po bang kunin ang pagkakataong ito, linawin sa komite yung unaccounted for increase sa SAL and worth 3,264,070, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning po muli, ma'am. Nag-increase po yan before, ma'am, dahil sa business na naitayo namin, ma'am. Pero itong huli, ma'am, ang pagkakakuan ko, ma'am, is medyo bumaba yan dahil doon sa loan, ma'am, na kinuan po namin. Ni-loan po na car loan, ma'am, and other loans, ma'am, na ginawa po namin ni misis ko, ma'am.
Salamat po, Colonel. So, pakisiguruhin na lang na kompleto yung ganong impormasyon tungkol sa inyong SALN, yung business, and the fact na may loans pa pala kayo. So, baka bumaba yung actual na amount dun po sa SALN ninyo. Muli, para lang malinaw at hindi na po kailangan itanong sa mga susunod na confirmation hearing, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Yun lang po tanong ko kay Colonel De Guzman, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Risa Ontiveros. Any more questions for Colonel de Guzman?
Mr. Chair, I have no question to the Colonel. I just want to make of record that the arbitral tribunal ruled really on the nine-dash line of China that the nine-dash line was invalidated because it was not based on historic rights of China. That was correct. But the second premise of Senator Ontiveros is inaccurate because the arbitral tribunal did not rule on the Kalayaan Island Group because the Philippine government in its Philippine memorial did not ask the tribunal to make judgment on that because the Kalayaan Island Group is a territory and the arbitral tribunal has no jurisdiction to pass upon on that. That is the record, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. If there are no more questions for Colonel De Guzman. We can now excuse Colonel De Guzman, sir. Thank you. If there are any more inquiries from the members or clarification, Honorable Risa Antiveros, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Mr. Chair. Salamat po. Just one question po for Colonel Odilon Barrientos.
Colonel, please take the seat in front.
Magandang umaga po, Colonel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Sir, your PIR showed that you were a respondent in an administrative complaint for abuse of authority and fabrication and dissemination of false information. As civil servants, we are held to a higher standard of honesty and integrity. Pwede niyo po bang ipaliwanag sa komite kung ano yung naging punot dulo nitong complaint ng fabrication and dissemination of false information, sir?
I would like to explain that complaint, ma'am, is that during my time as the commander of the Port Signal Battalion, I approved one of my personnel to take a furlough, ma'am. So instead of 15 days, I gave him a 30 days leave. So yung ibang mga kasamaan took photo of that and then filed a complaint to higher headquarters. So may mga text messages na nagsasabing ako raw yung kumakalat ng fake news na yun or false information, which is not true naman, ma'am. So the leadership of the Signal Regiment conducted a BUI, ma'am, and then had a resolution that binigyan ako ng stern warning for that, ma'am. So yung false information is about a text message na ako raw yung nagpadala, ma'am, na nakapag-degrade sa katauhan ng isang officer ko, ma'am.
Kaugnay po dun sa pagbibigay nyo ng furlough ng 30 days sa halip na 15 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Parang malayo, ano? I mean, just from the retelling, hindi ko makita kaagad paano kayo ginawa ng ganong reklamo based on this incident.
Yes.
So, binigyan nyo po ng furlough ng 30 days sa halip na 15 days.
Yes, ma'am.
And then may lumabas na text message na inattribute sa inyo.
So
na
there are series
false
of
daw.
mga complaints, ma'am. So during this investigation, ma'am, so lumabas nga, ma'am, na ako raw nagpakalat ng isang text message for a officer na hindi kaagad makabalik, and then ang sabi ko raw, ma'am, is she has a relationship dun sa nagda-drive sa kanya, which is hindi naman, ma'am. So yun yung punot dulo, ma'am, sa false information na pinakalat ko, umano.
And nag-find yung Board of Inquiry na hindi nyo nga ginawa yon or ginawa nyo daw yon.
Based dun sa nabasang resolution, ma'am, is hindi naman, ma'am, kasi ang hatol naman sa akin, ma'am, is stern warning, not the higher na reprimand or court martial, ma'am.
Kung hindi nyo naman ginawa yon, bakit po stern warning yung hatol?
Hindi ko masagot, ma'am, sa wisdom ng members ng Board of Investigation bakit ganun, ma'am, na yung description ng complaint against me is not commensurate dun sa award of punishment na binigay sa akin, ma'am.
Well, I won't comment further on it, sir, dahil mas malayo pa ako sa karanasang iyon kesa pa, lalo na kayo. Ang reflection ko lang po ay talagang sa panahon ngayon na problema nating lahat yung false information, and pag nanais nating lahat na ibalik pati yung mga problema at debate sa facts, no, sa katotohanan, na yun, I hope moving forward, all of us, hindi lang po kayo, all of us will continue to put a premium on that, lalo na po sa ating ganap na mga tungkulin natin bilang civil servants o lahat po tayo nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno. Salamat po sa inyong paglilinaw, Colonel. Yun lang po tanong ko
Yeah.
sa kanila, Mr.
Follow-up
Chair.
question, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
may-
Honorable Rizal Taveras.
Yeah,
Honorable
yeah.
Lacson.
Ikaw na muna.
Salamat po. Colonel,
Honorable,
are you still
Marcy Teodoro.
stationed in Cagayan de Oro at this point?
Yes, sir.
Ah, may impormasyon na nung 2020 that you're a subject of a local media attention due to discharge of firearm in a local school.
Yes, sir.
Totoo ba ito?
Yes, sir.
Pwede mong maipaliwanag sa komisyon kung ano nangyari at is the case still pending or is there still an inquiry on this matter na accidentally a gun was brought into school?
Yes, sir. So, itong incident, sir, happened during my graduation on CGSE, sir, sa Camp Aguinaldo, wherein yung anak kong panganay, sir, is na nadala niya yung issued pistol ko sa school, sir, because meron siyang play, and then accidentally, sir, napahiram sa ibang classmate, and then hindi pala siya na-clear, sir. So, and then pumutok yung service pistol, sir. Luckily, tinamaan lang sa side ng schoolmate ng anak ko, sir. So, ito yung time na nag-create ng attention sa akin, sir. So, yung nangyari na yun, sir, is tapos na, sir, resolve na, sir, kasi hindi naman nagkaroon ng usapan with the aggrieved family, sir. So, na-resolve na yun, sir, and then isa sa mga pinagawa sa amin, sir, is for my son to undergo counseling, sir. So, ayun, sir. So, I was supposed to be assigned dun sa 9th ID sana, sir, pero because of the incident, sir, and then some tulong ng mga senior officers na assign ako sa port ID, sir, para ma-resolve yung issue na yun, sir. So, there's no case against me, sir. Ang against sa akin, sir, is administrative ata, sir. And then for my son, sir, dahil minor, sir, walang na-file, sir.
So anong sanction dun sa administrative case ang natanggap mo, Colonel?
During that time, sir, ang nag-handle ng case ko, sir, is Port ID, sir. I believe reprimand yung nabigay sa akin, sir.
So na-settle na ito, tapos na ito.
Yes, sir.
That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable. Yes, Honorable Lacson.
Yes. You're a member of PMA class 2001?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I belong to 1971 plus 71. So, and I assume most of the cadet lingo have not changed much, no?
Yes, sir.
So, yung stern warning, parang in so many words, sinasabi sa nitong board, yung nag-investigate sa iyo, huwag ka masyadong magkalat ng balitang sink.
Yes, sir.
Parang ganon.
Yes, sir.
Bakit balitang sink pa yung naikalat mo?
Wala akong kinalat, sir.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Lacson. Honorable Rizal Taveras.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Isang pahabol na lang po, Colonel. Naniniwala po kasi ako sa gunless society. Ibig pong sabihin na ang armed forces at PNP lang ang pwedeng magdala ng barel at hindi na kaming mga sibilyan. At bilang magulang din, I think, gaya ng sinabi niyo, buti na lang hindi mas grabe yung naging injury dun sa isang bata or hindi siya napatay. Imagine kung yun po ang nangyari. I think, sir, dagdag pong ingat na hindi makuha ng mga anak ang firearm, hindi madala sa mga eskwelahan at iba pang tinuturing na, in fact, peace zones. Para, naku, grabe sir, buti na lang hindi napatay or mas grabeng nasugatan yung kaeskwela ng anak niyo. For me, that's just as serious, if not a more serious incident dun sa unang tinanong ko sa inyo tungkol sa reklamo ng fabrication and dissemination of false information, sir. Any comment on that, sir?
As a military officer, ma'am, ang naging kapabayaan ko lang, ma'am, is hindi ko na safekeep ng masyado ng maayos. Kaya na na abot ng aking anak, ma'am. Pero wala naman kasing plano talagang magmayabang or gamitin sa masamang bagay ng anak ko yun, ma'am. So it's purely accidental, ma'am. Kasi yung time na yun, ma'am, grabe po talaga yung mga batikos, ma'am. To the point na on the low na yung family namin, ma'am. Kaya ayun. Ayun lang po yung comment ko, ma'am.
Ayaw ko rin namang malumoral yung family nyo, pero if something worse had happened, talagang malulumoral. So, yun lang po, gusto ko lang pong ibahagi sa inyo na kung gaano kaimportante, kahit sa aming mga sibilyan at sa atin na kapwa magulang, yung unang sinabi niyo po, yung pag-safe keep po, para ligtas yung ating mga anak at ligtas yung mga kaeskwela po nila. Salamat, Colonel. Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Ontiveros. Honorable Marcoleta.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong makilala yung mga opisyal natin na taga Tarlac at Pampanga, kung pwede lang po.
Yeah, just before that, can we now excuse
Opo, opo.
Colonel
Before
Barrientos?
we go to Mr. Chair, before we go to Senator Marcoleta, may tatanong lang ako kay Colonel Barrientos.
Okay. Okay, please.
Thank you. Thank you,
Majority
Mr.
Floor
Chair.
Leader.
Where are you assigned now, Colonel Barrientos?
Ako, sir, yung G6, sir, or the signal officer ng Armor Division, sir.
Saan po yun?
Sa Capas, Tarlac po.
Tarlac ka na ngayon
Yes, sir.
sa Armor.
Yes, sir. Ano?
Before, where were you
Before,
assigned?
sa Signal Regiment, sir, at Fort Bonifacio, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bakit sino nakatira sa Cagayan de Oro?
Ako, sir. Me and my family, sir.
Taga Cagayan de Oro ka?
Ang wife ko, sir, from Phase 2 Villa Ernesto Subdivision, sir. Gusa.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Majority Floor Leader. Honorable Marcoleta. We'll now excuse Colonel Barrientos. Thank you. Honorable Marcoleta. is
Salamat po,
next.
Mr. Chair. Gusto ko lang pong makilala para pasalamatan po lahat ng mga taga Tarlac po at Pampanga na kasama po ngayon sa ating confirmation hearing. Tumayo po kayo kapag kayo po ay nabanggit. Arsenio de la Cruz sa Dural, Moncada, Tarlac. Julius Estigoy Valdez, Tarlac City. Van Donald Ladia Almonte, Tarlac City. Ronel Reyes Manalo, Capas, Tarlac. Lennon Garmier Babilonia, Capas, Tarlac. Odilyon Kahulugan Barrientos, Capas, Tarlac. Mary Grace Maranya Ramos, Magalang, Pampanga. Rex Terequito, Templo Nuevo, Florida Blanca, Pampanga. Vic Montecastro, Tirol, Mabalacat City, Pampanga. Ronnie Dumalag, Petinglay, Clark, Pampanga. Sa inyo pong lahat, gusto ko pong ipabatid sa ngalan po ng committee ito ng Commission on Appointments ang aming pong pagpapasalamat at pagdakila sa inyo pong pagtatanggol sa ating bansa at sa ating mga mamamayan, kasama po ng inyong mga kasama ngayong umaga. Hindi po namin mababayaran ang ginagawa ninyong paglilingkod sa ating bansa. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.